Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3110. Okay, huh? Sorry, 3410. 3410. Today's date is May 9th May 2025. It's been almost like a night at 10:15 p.m. We directly jump into the question. All right, let's go. Okay, yeah. Question is, how can you balance science and spirituality in your understanding of life? Oh, that is a really good question. A very deep question, by the way. Okay, first of all, where is this question came from? Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I was actually watching The Demons of Leonardo. It's a web series. This web series is actually based on Leonardo da Vinci. If you don't really know who is Leonardo da Vinci, like the world famous painting, Mona Lisa painting, was painted by this guy, Leonardo. He is not just a painter, he is a master of multiple things. He is like a really incredible guy. While I was watching that particular show, I was really influenced by him. I was really influenced by the way that he Leonardo thinks. So I wanted to think like him. So I went to ChatGPT, asked that he suggest me such a question so that I would think like Leonardo. And this is one of those questions. The question says that how can you balance the science and spirituality in understanding your life? Okay. So what exactly is this question? Um its question is about that key um how do you kind of like something like that key balance between science and spirituality. First of all, let's talk about the science. Okay, what is exactly the science? um a science is a study of understanding what and why. Okay, yeah, like basically what is this thing and why is this thing. Okay, yeah, and we are kind of like a study that figure it out, find out the solution. Okay, yeah, science is actually kind of like a telling the real reason. Okay, yeah, the actual fact. like um like basically, I walk on this planet earth. How do I supposed to walk on this planet earth? Okay, if I have this curiosity, I would kind of like simply find the solution. And then I found that is because of the gravity, because earth has a gravity, and that's why I could walk on the moon. If earth didn't really have the gravity, then I wouldn't be walk on the moon. Like I might be kind of like a something jump or something like that, equivalent to a moon, right? Like a moon has a little less gravity, so that's why I can't walk on there. I have to jump on there. Okay, this is all the information that I have is because of the science. Okay, yeah, I studied science. I know a little bit about that. Not really that much, but somewhat. So science is a kind of like a simply telling the actual fact regarding about how it is and what it is. Okay, yeah. Now let's talk about the spirituality. Spirituality is a kind of like a something that key. It kind of like a something that key. It is not. It is kind of like a simply giving you the only one answer. Okay, yeah, like basically is this thing. Ask the same question that key. Why I can't like how I can't walk or how I can walk on this planet Earth. So basically, is this thing the spiritual answer would be that is because of the gods loves you. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's because gods loves you, and gods wants to be kind of like a simply on the surface so that you would pray him, you would kind of like a simply understand things. It's like that. Now I don't know how do I suppose to, I'm not kind of like a simply comparing spirituality, and I don't know like a maybe I am not really that much spiritual guy. Okay, what's a spiritual guy? Like basically it's associated with mostly with religious. I'm belong to the India. Okay, yeah, and in here there are a lot of religious factor. There are a lot of religious over here too: Hindu, Muslim, Christ. My mother is a Like I am belong to the Buddhist. Okay, yeah. My mother is a very dharmic, like a very religious person, and I am not. Why I am not really like the spiritual thing? Like I don't know. Yeah. First thing for sure is that I born in 1993. What exactly mean of that? So basically, I'm belong to the modern world now. Okay, I'm belong to the modern world. Whatever the answer that I need, I get that answer from science, a factual thing. Um, okay, yeah. It's very hard to explain this thing regarding about science and spirituality, but okay, imagine this thing. Okay, yeah. So there is a puzzle. Okay, yeah. There is a kind of like a simply a puzzle. Puzzle about kind of like a something just okay piece of like a basically have you play any kind of like a something that a puzzle that you just attach the piece and then it will create particular image. Okay, yeah. Like basically entire image is actually split up by the hundreds of pieces, and you just have to combine those pieces so that it would create the entire image, right? Yeah, so you played this game now. I'm not really sure what is the name of that. Okay, yeah, but it's might be a kind of like a only puzzle, so I'm kind of like consider as a puzzle. Okay, yeah. So basically this thing, have you solved the puzzle? It's very basic, everyone plays that game. Okay, yeah. So when you play that game, you don't know what is actually the entire picture look like. Okay, yeah. You have a kind of like a piece of paper. Okay, yeah. And you attach with another piece of paper, try to connect the dot, try to connect the lines and shades and things like that. Okay, yeah. So basically this is what called as a kind of like a something science. Okay, I mean that piece of paper, like I found that piece of paper which connect with the other side of piece of paper, so that is called science. Okay, yeah. Actual kind of like a thing, actual kind of like a piece would connect the dot and shapes and things like that would, like if I try to do those things, I will create the entire image. Okay, yeah. So this is what kind of like a something tell us science. Okay, yeah. Now what is that, the spiritual? A spirituality means like that ki you just looked at the piece of paper. Okay, yeah. And you just guess that what would be the image. Okay, yeah. Like basically in this thing, in spirituality, you are not solving the puzzle, you are kind of like a guessing that this picture is might be about something this, or this picture is might be about something that. You just guessing it. Okay, yeah. Like you don't really have any kind of like a factual thing about that this picture is about this or what. Like example, okay, yeah. Like this puzzle piece is actually have a like a Lamborghini. Okay, let's say Lamborghini. Okay, yeah. So basically the picture of Lamborghini. Okay, yeah, which is kind of like a something split up by the 100 pieces. Okay, yeah. So what does it do is that science is kind of like a something attaching piece by piece so that it would create the entire image of Lamborghini. That is the language of science. Okay, yeah. Now I have a piece in